Ayo, Tux, the Wild West detective here. Today, I would like to talk about a video that me and a friend of mine just casually came up with earlier today. But of course, before we begin, I am once again going to kindly ask you to subscribe. We just reached 500 subscribers, and that is amazing. My birthday is May 22nd, and it would be amazing if we could reach 600 by then. And it's all up to you guys. As usual, no pressure, but please think about it. Also, I've checked my statistics, and honestly, I don't know why this bar is full, but if you're not busy, do you think you could fix it for me? And with that out of the way, let's go ahead and start. So, as you all know, I enjoy this game called the Wild West, but as with most Roblox games, they expand and become larger than they initially thought they would become. That's not a problem at all, but along the way, things you've loved about those games fade away into darkness, and that's why I'm here making this video. And let's start with the first one. So, in this Western-themed adventure shooter role-playing game, you'd expect there to be a lot of role-playing, and no. We're not talking about dressing up as your favorite Mario character. We're talking about chilling out and acting like a cowboy. And of lately, I haven't really seen much of that going on. Yes, you may dress up like a cowboy and go around shooting bronze down, but that's not really role-playing. That's just plain murder. What I'm talking about is how we used to grab all our camping gear, go head out to the Great Plains, and just set up a little campsite. So then we would just snipe some bison and eat it on our little table. That special part of the Wild West just seems so faded now. Like, yeah, you'll see some people set up tents and snipe bison, but they just go sell it and continue on with their day. This has also made roles such as the mayor and doctor seem so useless. I'd love to see more of this in the Wild West, but that's all up to you guys. Just take in the beauty of the Wild West. Now it's time to get into something that might be a little controversial. We're going to be talking about the old combat. That is something that I think some people could agree on, but there will definitely be some people that won't. So, the Wild West has definitely changed in terms of combat since when we joined. When we joined, there was no pull-out animation. The quick switching was really just the style back then. But now, since they've added that, it seems that people don't want to change with the times, and just use a glitch that shouldn't really be in the game, going against what people want. Moving on from that, the Wild West devs implemented a feature a while back called the Auction House. This place has sold some very expensive weapons, but quite powerful. It sounds really cool, but it seems like if you don't have those weapons, you're just bad, which isn't the case. Sometimes, at least, you can still be really good at the game. It just depends on what gun you like using and what skills you have. And the last topic we have is just a little item I don't think I've seen used in a long time. It's called the Dynamite Charge. And this item is so cool. Like, imagine luring someone into a cool trap and blowing them to smithereens. More people need to use this item. It's such a cool concept that people don't take advantage of. The map. What a cool but needed feature in the Wild West. But does this map really look like something you would find in the Western times? I don't really think so. But if we scroll a bit farther back in time, you could find this map. Now this looks like a map you'd find in the Western times. It looks like something I, at least, would love to go explore and search. This new map just kind of tells you everything without any type of exploration needed. And I have seen a video something that looks so much better. It's the original map item that you could use. It's a lot better than just pressing M on your keyboard, unless you actually knew where everything was. The game would seem a whole lot larger. You would actually need to explore and uncover places. Ah yes, one of the main points of the Wild West, Outlaws. What a classic idea, but it seems we have lost the idea of what an outlaw actually is. An outlaw is a menace, someone who is feared, a person who walks in the town and the townsfolk lock their doors. That's how it used to be, at least. Now it's just someone who spawns at bronze and fans their patterns into a few people's backs and runs away. Not really that scary anymore, right? Another thing, it seems we have a very bad outlaw shortage in the Wild West. Join a game right now and count the amount of outlaws. If there are more than 4, I'll be surprised. And then count how many of them just keep spawning at bronze and spam killing anyone in their sight. This also kind of goes with the roleplaying section, because people don't want to roleplay as a scary cowboy. They just want to go commit mass murder. This may sound like a rant, but we need more actual outlaws, not just murderers. The Wild West has had many buildings, from the Silvertown Post Office to the Bronze City Saloon. But did you know that the Wild West used to have many more buildings than what it does now? In my opinion, I kinda wish these came back. One of these buildings was the fishing hut by Raider Canyons. It was a nice little hut that people used quite a bit. Another example was the Grand Hotel, a large building that stood where the sawmill in Bronze stands today. This building is one of my personal favorites. I was never able to enter it personally, but we have this small clip here of what it actually looked like.
Giant update for the Wild West. So in here, not in here, but so like share.
It seems there's been a shift in the balance between fun and grindy. A shift that isn't really that good. It makes the game seem like a generic simulator. Before, back when we joined, you could simply get what you need in a few hours and then just chill out and camp and roleplay and stuff. But now, it takes literal days for you to get actually anything close that you want. We're talking mainly auction house items here. Like, let's take a look at a price of a Winchester. 7.2k. Pretty fair for the amount of damage it does. Now let's take a look at the Schwarzschild. Its starting price is 80,000. Like, yes, that's a good gun and all, but 80,000 for a small pistol. It seems like they want you to spend half your life grinding instead of actually playing the game. Not everyone can just do that. They actually have lives, unlike some of us. Thank you for listening to my thoughts on this matter once again. Make sure to join the Detective Tux Discord server, and it would mean a lot if you could please subscribe. No pressure, as usual, but please think about it. And as usual, could this be a fluke or something more? Keep on searching, detectives, and remember, there's always something to uncover in the Wild West.